Oh, hi. Hello, everybody. Good morning and welcome to Memory Bound's daily video. Today we have a new kit that we're going to be launching. It's one of our new junk starter kits that I think you're going to really like, and I've made a couple projects with it. And then we have a few new things that are in a tub somewhere. Oh, I see them. We have a few new things to show you. And then let's see what else. And then we're going to tell you about the rest of our week too, what we've got planned. And the exciting thing that's arriving today, and it might even arrive while we are live. How do you like that, Katie? Arrive while we're live. Yay!
I like that.
So I'm Kelly, and Katie is here, and
I'm
you're at Memory Bound on Monday morning. So happy new week to everybody. All right, there's something on my computer that won't go away. Doug's trying to fix it. Maybe Katie can do it.
Oh,
Katie's going to fix it.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Kim.
Hi, everyone. Who's here?
Bunny. Good morning. Bunny has the best name during Easter.
She does.
Doesn't she?
And all year long.
And Darlene and Christina. I can only see them at one at a time, so I can.
And Katie, we celebrated Easter yesterday at our house.
Did you really?
Yes, we did. We had our Easter a week early with our kids and grandkids. And you guys, my mom came in a bunny costume.
Nuh-uh.
She showed up. My mom's very special.
Oh my gosh. Where did she get the bunny costume?
It's something they had. Easter's kind of a big celebration for my side of the family. We always got together and, dyed eggs. When our kids were younger, my brother was the big egg dyer. My dad, sometimes we had to tell him to let the kids look for the eggs in the yard to slow down a bit. So anyway, so she just had it. So she showed up, and our grandkids really enjoyed that. So it was a fun day. And a beautiful day too.
Oh, yeah.
It was like 80 here almost, really close, which is strange. It'll be cooler. It'll be cooler today, so things are cool enough today.
We have to get the weather report.
Oh yes, and windy. Yeah, the weather report. We have a new list now how to start our videos, and the weather is not on here, but it's going to be maybe 60 today and windy. I didn't know about the wind, Katie, but you told me about it. But on our calendar, is there people joining us?
Yeah, maybe we should introduce ourselves since people are here and we introduced ourselves.
Should we introduce ourselves again? Well, I'm Kelly, and Katie, if you want to come back here, you could introduce yourself too if you want. Come on back. We have no idea what we're seeing, but Katie, it's Katie and Kelly today.
Good morning.
Yay. We're so excited.
And we're so happy to have you back.
Oh, I'm glad to be back. I'm really glad to be back. I had a great time in Seattle. And actually, if you are one of those people that look ahead on our calendar, it might have said, hey, Kelly's going to tell you all about her Seattle trip to the NAMTA trade show. And that's what it used to say. Now, if you look at it, it says we are introducing our latest junk starter kit. And that's called Photographer, because my box has not arrived with all my stuff. So it's coming, but it has not arrived yet. So it's maybe it'll come today. I don't know. But the other thing that we're expecting today, finally, is the 49 and Market, the Flower Emporium, and Rest and Revs 2.0. So that we thought that was going to be delivered on Friday. No such luck. It got a little delayed. So it's coming today, and we are all anxiously awaiting a knock at the back door with a semi because we ordered a lot, because I know you're going to love it as much as I do. And it does have a kit with it too. So tomorrow on our video, we're going to show you all of that piece by piece so you can see it. Yeah,
I'm excited, and I'm like,
it's really great, really great.
So Linda joined us from Vancouver, Canada.
Hello, Canada. We do. We love everybody.
And Mary from Maine is here. Bunny dressed up as a bunny for a work contest.
Oh, I bet she won. I would think she'd win. We would vote. We would vote for her, wouldn't we, Katie?
Absolutely,
definitely. Let's see. Okay, well, we have some happy mail, which I always enjoy getting happy mail, and you guys are so special, and you really treat us. Hey, did you guys show Diana's little things?
Which little things?
Back in the table back here.
Yeah, we did. Yes, we did.
I didn't get to see everything, so.
Though we didn't mention that she used that Elizabeth Craft die.
Oh,
should I grab one?
Yeah.
Oh, one of hers, and then.
And Katie, one other thing.
Maybe we should ring the bell.
Are we showing that?
We already showed it.
You already showed it? Okay. All right.
Yeah. Is that okay?
Yep. That's great. That's great. Yeah. We have a little bit of product to show you. You can see it's Monday morning. We're kind of like pulling ourselves together here.
Waking up.
But I think you're going to like it, because I made a couple of projects with the junk start. I want to say jump start, but junk start, because actually, Katie,
Yeah.
yesterday Doug had to jump start his mother's car.
Oh,
So now I
no.
got jump start and junk start a little mixed up, but today is junk with a K start.
Those
So
look
we'll show you
great.
that.
I haven't seen any of this, Kelly, because I haven't seen you.
I know I've been gone.
I
I was gone for a
know.
long time. I was here back on Friday, but I do want to share some of our Happy Meal because
Oh, look
we
at
got this from
that.
Angie.
Oh, I
And
like
Angie,
that.
she sent us other cards, and I noticed that she snipped off the corner, the top corner.
Oh.
And I'm assuming that she used the diagonal punch from We Are Makers, because that's what I used on my project today.
Okay, usually I corner around them to snip them like that. I had never thought of that. I love that idea.
Chris got me inspired with the punch, and it is called the 3-way diagonal punch. So Angie, thank you so much. She always has great things to say on her cards.
That's
and
cute.
If you have received a card, you know how special it is to get a card, and it makes me feel really special. And honestly, it does keep us going here at Memory Bound.
It does, doesn't it?
It does.
Yes.
Then we got a card from Sharon, and Sharon is notorious for sending us cards for the holidays. And this is an Easter card, and it is a I think I'm showing
it's like
it
an
okay
easel
there.
Card.
I'm looking over to see how it looks.
Is it an easel card?
It's an easel card, but I've not seen one done like this, because
No.
it's like a 5x7.
How cute
and it's
are
flat,
those little bunnies?
But when you open it up, I know it kind of reminds me of an IO die. I'm not sure what it is, but Sharon, thank you so much. That's really just cute. And I think we'll set it up at our front counter so we can all enjoy it.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, and then Donna. Is Donna watching? Donna Baker from Bakersfield?
She is, yeah.
We don't usually use last names, but we have to use your last name.
Yeah.
Donna sent us a package that arrived maybe Friday, I'm not sure. And look she made this card I got my own little special card.
Wow.
Isn't that pretty? It looks like maybe the Tim Holtz wildflower die.
But is that cork that she cut out?
Yes, it is. It's like a cork paper. So it's got a little bee on it. So Donna, thank you. And
that's wonderful.
She's got other things here, so don't go away, everybody. But Donna, I want to tell you, since you're here, that I met your friend Connie at the trade show last week.
Is she from Bakersfield?
I believe she's from Bakersfield, but she told me she was a friend of yours.
I love
and
that.
She was taking pictures. She was doing some photography things there. So that was pretty cool to meet her. Now I want to share this. I think this is kind of a card technique that we've been thinking about doing. But look at her note paper sticking out of the top. It's just a piece of note paper and all that. And so anyway, but
my gosh.
Katie, we have talked about doing like a cut apart and you fold it on the front, but look how cute that is.
I'm loving the embossing.
It's really pretty. It's really, really pretty.
That's amazing.
So Donna, we got your package, and then she sent us some of these little trays that we can share that you could put like your little gems in here or your powders, and it kind of keep track of it. And then she sent us 2 other things. I think I can show it okay on the video, but these little like rings. I'm trying to see if you can see that.
Gosh.
And if I understand right, you can kind of put glue in there, and then you use these little things, these little small
or maybe
tip
you put
things.
your gems in there, and will they?
Or maybe you could do that too.
Oh my gosh!
But you'd put it on she said on your non-dominant hand. So if you're right-handed, you put this on your left hand so you can do your thing.
Oh my word!
But isn't that fun?
Yes.
So Donna, thank you so much. That's really sweet.
Isn't that nice to think of us?
Oh my gosh, it is. It is for sure. Okay, I'm going to set that back there.
So fun.
Let's see. I dropped a card. Okay. So, did we have some product to show, Katie? Should we flip the camera?
Sure.
We'll show a little. We have some odds and ends. Tomorrow we're going to show you all the new 49 in market that's coming. Ooh, what's this?
We flipped it. That might have been mine from the week, from
previous week.
It might have been.
Well,
somebody's.
Well, speaking of Katie, I know that a lot of you remember that she used these Project Life journal cards.
I love those.
On a lot of projects.
Yes.
And they're 4x6. And what's really cool, I don't know that I can open them. They're $8.99. Oh, I can open them. So what's really neat is you can cut them up if you want to.
Well, what I did was I cut them in half, because you used to be able to buy the 3x4 ones.
Oh, so you can cut them in half.
Yeah, you could cut them in half and then corner around the edges, and it's exactly like this 3x4.
Oh, and it looks just like it.
Yep. So then this is like.
And what I wanted to show is one side is horizontal and one side is vertical. So like Katie is saying, cut it right here in half and then use your corner rounder. And Katie, I just happen to have a corner rounder.
Do you really?
Here.
Oh, let's do it.
Well, I've got the, whoops.
That'll work.
I got the We Are corner rounder.
That'll work.
And so you can just round your corners.
Oh, you just need a trimmer.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's okay. Those are a package that we have to sell.
There's 100 in. You get 100 for $8.99, so it's a really good price. And these were out of stock for a little bit.
They were for a little bit. It was like a long time.
I think these would last you a while. So I call that's one of the things that Katie introduced here at Memory Bound.
And if you see the camera say DC, that's because I'm focusing the down camera.
All right, and it looks like we have some odds and ends things. Yeah. So if you have bowling, this is a new 3D sticker from Paper House, and it has glitter on it. I don't know if you can see the glitter really well, but it does have some glitter on there.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you need to see that?
Okay, yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's okay. Perfect. And then we have Washington, D.C. from our Jet Setters 3.0. And we have every state in these and some countries. And they're just nice little add-ons. I think Jennifer was using this when she was here Friday. She had used it in her book. And
wasn't that a good
Yes, it was really
demo?
Fun.
Yeah.
This is a random day because then we have fish.
Well, of course.
And these are puffy stickers from Stickopotamus. Oh, they're really cute. They're bright colors. They're bright colors and they are puffy, so I like them.
Kelly, there are lots of comments about your t-shirts. I'm going to bring you back on so you can talk about your t-shirts.
I do want to. Yes, okay, I do want to. Thank you. So this,
stop.
What happened?
Vicki Booten is on here.
Oh, hi, Vicki. Hi, Vicki.
Oh,
I was like, what? Oh, my God. You're probably looking at my face because Katie's like, stop the press. Okay, well, I just want to tell you that
Vicki Booten's on.
Hi, Vicki. I love meeting Vicki, and her video is posted right on the top of our page here. So, and Vicki, your stuff is in the back of a truck right now on a pallet with a pallet lift, so it's coming.
Oh, I'm sweating a bit.
Anyhow,
I'm so happy.
Getting back to my t-shirt.
Okay.
April is Autism Awareness Month, and so I ordered this shirt because we do have a grandson who's on the spectrum. I love so much. His name's Daniel. And it's just to make everybody more aware of autism and people that are different than us and to be accepting. And I wish I would have known more about this when I was a kid growing up, because we probably treated some of our classmates not as well as we should have because, well, people weren't diagnosed then and you just thought of people as being kind of different or odd. But and I got to show the back of it, Katie. So I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but
I can always,
let me see if you can see it.
All right. Pull down the bottom a little bit. Okay. There you go. So it says inclusive, understanding, helpful, compassionate, thoughtful, patient to everyone. And I agree with that 10,000%.
So whether it's somebody on the spectrum or just anybody, it's a really nice reminder just to be kind to everybody, no matter what the situation is. And sometimes it's people that just have had a bad day and you have no idea why they're being rude or mean, and maybe that something happened before you saw them. So, anyway.
Yes. Did you, people are wondering, where did you purchase that, or was it?
I purchased it from, it's actually our daughter-in-law told me about it. I think it's called Be Kind.
Oh, nice.
I think I just ordered it online. I think it's called Be Kind. I'll have to look it up for sure. And it's a company that's just a little company, and the daughter is on the spectrum, and so this is a job, and they design these shirts, and then she helps pack the orders, and I had a little note in there with her name signed on it. It was really cute. It's really, really sweet. I liked
everyone. Always helps.
It does. It does. All right. So
back to our
washi tape. And Katie, these are the washi tapes I want you to take a look at.
Oh, I would love to.
So we got in some washi tapes from Echo Park, and we have a whole.
Oh, those daisies?
Yes, they're daisies. Katie has a weakness for daisies, everybody.
Those are,
So these are new from Echo Park, and we have a whole category under embellishments called washi tape.
And you can use them for, is that a solid on the?
It is a solid. No, it's a plaid, but it's not showing as a plaid. There we go.
There we go.
And there's your little florals.
Those are great.
So check those out. I know some of you have a lot of washi tape. Yeah. Okay. And then I want to show you something funny, because look what we have here. Some Tim Holtz Christmas dies. These are from the vault. This was back ordered. This is the Vault Christmas Magic, and it's back in stock after how many months? 6 months?
I know, yes.
And then Winter Wishes is back in stock. And the cool thing about Tim's Vault dies is they're $20.99, and you're getting a lot. of dies for that price. He wants to make things affordable for people, which thank you, Tim. And this is the wreath, and you're getting a lot on here, and there's a lot of different wreaths, and some of us just want to have them all.
It's nice to kind of go back to those things and remind ourselves that Christmas is around the corner.
It is. It is. We're going to be ordering Christmas product probably next month. We'll start ordering Christmas.
This was a favorite. That was a favorite, the letterboard.
The letterboard was really, really popular.
That was the letterboard that she shared but did not talk about.
I didn't talk about
it. That's okay.
So it's actually a nice font.
It is. And Teresa did a lot of things, I think, with
and
that
for
one.
$20.99, you can't go wrong. That's a side order. Side order. All right, just a couple collection packs. We have pets. Now, for those of you that have pets, and especially dogs, but cats too, we will be having a pet-themed time coming up soon, probably in the next month.
Yeah.
And graduation, Katie, thank you. She got out all kinds of graduation projects and product while I was gone. So we've got that all set up in the store.
Graduations. People have been making some graduation
And they're
goodies.
making projects because it's that time of year. And then Witches and Wizards is back in stock for our Harry Potter fans.
I like that.
All right. So that's our product. Now,
Bunny is so excited for Christmas already.
You know what? It's funny because I understand. I totally get it. But you don't want to think about Christmas, but you think about Christmas, you know? All right. So today what our big thing is, we're launching.
Pull you over here a little bit if you don't mind.
Okay.
There, now you're even.
Yep. I'm going to come over here just because of the glare, Katie.
Oh, that's
right.
It
glares right there. And this is in the package. And then I'll come back.
No, you pull your paper
bag.
Then
I'll come back.
There you go.
All right. Let me get my paper bag in the right place.
Pull your fancy paper
All
bag.
right. Okay. So anyhow, we are really doing a lot with junk binders and junk albums and junk journals and anything with junk. And I will say on my trip, Katie, I saved a lot of memorabilia. Everywhere I went, I grabbed something.
Did you?
So maybe I need to make up a junk journal with that.
When we went on our trip, we had a little weekend trip down to Arkansas to see Jack run, and I took so much stuff, it was ridiculous.
To actually work on while you were there? Or you mean you picked up stuff? I picked up stuff,
yes. Even Whataburger wrapped their burger in 2 papers, and so the first
so you had one that you could use?
Jason's like, what are you doing?
Oh, that's funny.
Anyways.
Anyhow, it's fun, and it just makes you think about when you're traveling, you know, what things you might need. But anyway, today we are launching our Junk Start Kit called Photographer. And our Junk Start Kits, this is our second one. Our first one is all sold out. That was just kind of our beginner one. Our Junk Start Kits have all kinds of stuff in them, and I'm going to show you exactly what. And I did make a project where I use pretty much everything in the kit, but it's also like, I'm going to say accessories. So it's things that you can use and add to your own stash.
I think this
or
is
your
more
memorabilia.
Full than the first one.
I think there's a lot of stuff here. So, and I've got 2 projects to show you. And Katie, I forgot to grab the Winter Mint color vibe. So we'll need to get that. But before I show you the projects I made, let me show you what you get in the kit. And I got a whole, I got a whole pile here, right here. And it's called Photographer because we based it on the Photographer collection from Minté. And we should have linked that collection today, but we didn't. So maybe Janet could pull it up and link the Minté collection because there's a lot of other things you could get to go with this. And I'll show you what we included in it. So, and some things you might think are really crazy, but we did it and we like it. So you're going to get several sheets of graph paper. Did you ever think you'd be like using graph paper? I think you get 2 or 3 sheets of that. You're going to get this sheet that just has things you can cut apart on it. And it also happens to have the barcode on it, which helps our staff a lot. And it just some cameras you can cut apart. And I used some of this. I'll show you what I used out of this.
You used the barcode in your book, though.
I did. I have used the barcode in my first one. I didn't use it in this one.
Jerry shared that she picked up a piece of paper while they were on vacation, and her husband said, "Is that ephemera?"
Oh my gosh, he even pronounced it right. All right, so you're going to get graph here. Maybe I should just leave it kind of sitting here. You're going to get graph paper. You're going to get 2 of these little brown flat merchandise bags.
We love our brown
I'm
bags,
going from the bottom. I don't know why, maybe because these things are bigger. 2 sheets of hymnal music. So that's actually out of a little hymnal book. And your songs are going to vary, you guys. So whatever,
no 2 will be alike.
You get what you get. And then you're going to get paper,
Oh,
6x8
that.
paper from the photographer collection from Mintay.
Beautiful, beautiful.
It is. Here, let me flip the other way now. So
oh
that's
my gosh,
really
I love
cool.
the film strips.
And a lot of us love here at Memory Bound love cameras and stuff like that.
I don't know why.
This is a piece, yeah, maybe because we're like a paper craft scrapbook store. This is a piece of glassine paper. And don't you always think of Diane when you think of glassine paper?
Well, yeah.
Because she's die cut envelopes out of it. And
is that see-through?
It's, yes, it is. There,
yeah, a little bit.
It's almost like vellum. So there's a little piece of glassine paper that's 6x12. You're going to get this little, it's not a time card, it's a reading list card.
Gosh, I love it.
Out of craft. So it goes really well with everything. You're going to get some tickets. This is a Tim Holtz little accordion
This is
booklet.
loaded.
It is loaded.
My goodness.
So you're going to get that. You're going to get this envelope. So this is an A1 craft envelope. And we got to include some memory bound stationery.
I know.
Can we call it stationery if it's off a notepad?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a nice letterhead you have on your stationery.
Yes, isn't it nice? This is a little sticker from Stickopotamus. It's a little like a label sticker. It's in craft.
Oh,
and
I see what it is.
I did use that. It's just a little sticker. Then you're going to get some of the journal cards from Tim Holtz. You're going to get one of each size. This one has a bonus because it has 2 in there. But you're going to get one of each of the 3 sizes. So you get 4 of those, and they're 2-sided. Sometimes you get cards like this and they're only single-sided, but the Tim ones are 2-sided, so you get those. And then you're going to get a piece of packaging. This is actually bigger than the piece I got in my kit, but you'll see the back of it. It's from 49 and Market, but you get the pretty blue flowers.
They always print it. It seems as if 49 Market always prints on the back.
They
of the cover
do.
sheet,
So
which is
that's really nice. They don't have to do that.
Yeah. Isn't it
so
like
you
a
get
bonus?
like a bonus?
Yeah, a bonus.
And then speaking of 49 and Market, you're going to get all these frames. I believe you get kind of one of each size of the frames. And these are teal from the Teal Color Swatch collection. You're going to get some wax cord.
The whole package?
You get the whole package of wax cord. And then, oh my gosh, these are some of my favorites. You're going to get these die cuts. And they are all camera, photographer related.
What a good coordinating, like Janet says, coordinating colors and everything.
It is really good.
That's really good. That's a really good package. I will share, I have not seen the package, so now you know
really what's in there. Now you know what's in there. Okay. Oh, I might have to keep that stuff. So let me show you what I made with it. So I'll come back over here and get centered, Katie.
You're fine.
So I took those 2 bags, the 2 paper bags and the cord, and I stitched them together. So I don't know if you can tell. I should have left one. So here is one bag. I folded them in half, and then I took the wax cord that's in your kit, and I just poked, I actually have 2 really close holes here and then a hole on each end, and I took a needle, and you can, here's some needle options. That's a lot of needles in there, Katie. I don't know if it's glaring. 50. So if you have, you could buy this, and if you had 49 friends, you guys could just share this package. It's $4.99.
Supply of needles.
Yes, and they've got bigger eyes in them, so you can thread them easier. I think that's the idea.
That's very helpful.
And then you can get, if you like this, maybe you don't want to do the photographer thing. We do have the wax cord separately, and it is $2.99. So you can get that separate if you want to, and put those together. And then, like I said, I took the 2 bags, and this, I was very inspired by this when we started this. So I took these 2 bags, and I didn't quite fold them in half. I folded them a little bit off, like maybe an inch or half an inch. And that's why, let me take these tags out. That's why you can see like my top piece is shorter than the pieces inside. You could fold them exactly in half and do something like this. I wanted it to be a little off, so I didn't fold them quite in half so that I would have a little piece sticking out more right there. And then I just folded them and then stitched them together to make a little booklet. And there's the inside seam again. So let me take you a walk through here because I used pretty much everything in the kit. And I added some stenciling. So on this front, I put a little stencil on there, and it looks like a color wheel, but it is actually it is called wheel. So I used the large size Tim Holtz wheel stencil. And you could also get, if you want it a little smaller, you get 3-pack, because I use this one also inside the album. And I use the full size, and that one is called Spots. So Spots and wheel, or all three together with this one. And I use that on the cover, and then I also use the Memory Bound stamp set, which is exclusive to Memory Bound, and I've got one of those sitting here. And this is the stamp set called Memories. And I always like to say that this was inspired by Diane, because she asked for a stamp set with these things on it.
It's a good stamp set.
And then it was designed by Amanda Hagen for Memory Bound. And it's, I believe, $14.99. And that's what I used right here on the cover. This
I wondered about that. That's a good font.
So everything else, the little camera is in your kit. I just cut out the 2025 from that front page. We did include the year here, so I included that right here inside the middle of the camera. And then there's a little piece of graph paper and one of the 49 and Market frames. Now, I couldn't help but add this. You don't get this in your Junk Start kit, but the Tim Holtz Cello sticker tape.
Or maybe they didn't use it from their first junk and they might have it.
Right, right. True, Katie.
Yeah.
This was in our first Junk Start, so if you have some left. But I took this home and it lays on my desk and I can't help but use it.
Isn't it fun?
And you can see it's right here at the top here. And I put a little piece at the bottom of the camera. You make it and then you just go through and add those things. So then this, because this is a paper bag, this is actually a pocket right here. And I did add this tag too, I confess. I added a Dina Wakely number 8 tag. Oh, and another confession for me, Katie. I had this stamp at home called Travel Blueprint from Tim Holtz. And Katie, I lost my whole screen, but.
You lost your screen?
Mm-hmm. So I used this camera right here, and that's what I stamped on the bottom of my tag. I had torn the tag off, and then I just stamped it going off of there. So that's how I did that tag. And then these are just pieces of the paper, and you get your little coupons in there, so you stick that in. And here's another little piece of scratch paper that I turned into a tag.
There you go.
Thanks, Katie.
So
then inside, I just kind of did a lot of adding just pieces of paper, and I tore things. This is a paper that I hooked onto this page. It's got like a little flap. You'll see some stenciling, and this stencil was actually a different one. It's called Dot Fade from Tim Holtz. And I just got this one for myself. I didn't have this one. I didn't have Will either, but I do now.
Okay, we have a squirrel moment.
I love squirrels. Yes, tell me all about it.
You know, we had all those little squirrels. We should have to hold the squirrel when we have a squirrel.
We should hold up a little tag or a little sign that says squirrel.
Donna says 2 years ago we had memory bound pens. Do you remember that?
We did. Yeah, yes. My favorite pen ever.
Yes, favorite pen ever. Also, she got 2 in both in each of her orders, and she loved them, and she would hide them so no one used them.
That's what Doug does. Doug still does it. He does.
One of them just ran out of ink and she had to throw it away.
Oh,
sure wish she would have those pens again.
Okay, well we'll look into that.
I'm going to write it down on my.
Katie's making a note for us, so we'll look into that.
They are good, and I do hide them. And Donna, I will say, even when they run out of ink, I keep it. I kept it still. I don't know. You
did?
Yeah.
I can't say that I did that, Katie, but that's pretty funny.
Yeah, those are great pens.
Okay, so here I used the memory stamp here again on this little camera there. I thought it was perfect because it's talking about memories, and it also is cameras. It has a camera on it. And then this little camera, we give you things like this that you can cut out and use, and that you're going to find on your sheet.
I thought that was a sticker.
And you can only get this when you purchase the kit, this sheet. It does not come separately. Okay, then we open it up. We got some more tape. Okay, now this, I have to tell you guys about this because this was, you know how you kind of clean your stamps after you stamp?
Oh, yeah.
So I had a piece of paper in my wastebasket, notebook paper that I just stamped off on. And then I thought, oh, I'm just going to put that on my project. So that's what that is.
That's a good idea.
Right out of
junk.
It is junk for sure.
You never know what good junk is going to be in your
I
garbage
don't know
can.
if I should move this because this is craft the same as that.
Oh, okay.
So I might move that over. And then I also, gosh, you guys, this is Teresa influence. I'm influenced by a lot of people, but the Tim Holtz Tiny Attacher, I just stapled on some of these tickets and in some other places just because it's fun to use. Kind of reminds me of an old hardware store stapler or old office. Oh, and then here's another page, and this is where I use the spots stencil. And I actually use 2 ink colors on this because I use walnut stain and I use wild honey.
Oh, on both of those?
Yeah, because the paper has kind of that orangey color in it. I think fossilized amber would have been good too.
I like that.
But I just kind of mixed them up. Make it exciting. I had just off of the paper, I had some film strip. Oh, and then this stencil was laying on my desk, so I grabbed this one too. And this one is called Splatters,
this is one of my favorites.
Everybody should have this just because of that coffee.
Yeah.
It's not really necessarily coffee, but drink stain.
Yep.
So I love that. And then I got a little frame here that I need to put something in, and just some graph paper that I folded in half and stuck on there. So I think that looks fun.
I've been quiet because I'm quite intrigued.
Katie's intrigued.
I am.
There's that little camera stamp again, you guys. That's just so fun.
And that's
the travel blueprint. Yeah. And the thing is, it's good. This is good if you are doing a travel journal, Katie, which you do quite a few of those.
I don't have
because you have a lot of other images on there you can use. And then I did that on the back too. I just wanted the back to be kind of fun.
I really like that.
I just stamped it off the edge. So that's what I made with the one project I made with this junk start kit.
I really, really like that, Kelly.
And then, let me stick the tags back in.
Would you, after you do that, or talk about that, show the stamp that has the memory bound stamp? Yes, yeah, please. Thank you.
This is called Memories, and it is exclusive to Memory Bound. It's one of our stamps. We designed this quite a while ago, didn't we, Katie?
Yeah, we did, yeah.
And Diane was doing a lot of family albums and journals, and this was something that we really didn't have that concentrated just on that sort of thing. So this was designed, and it's $14.99, and it's called Memories.
I really like that. I have that stamp. It just it filled in the little gaps that we had.
It did. It was really good. And I love that little camera. This frame is fun. Diane has used this a lot. You'll see it a lot on her projects.
Can you purchase brown paper bags separately?
We'll have to look and see if we have those. I'm not sure. We might be able to.
Yeah.
Probably could figure that out. Okay. So that's project number 1. I've got one more project to show you that I made with this junk start. If you're just joining us today, welcome to Memory Bound. I'm Kelly, and Katie's here with me, and we're showing you our latest junk start kit. And we have at least 2 more of these in the works.
Yes.
So we just think they're fun. A junk start kit is maybe not gonna. Well, I was actually able to complete a project, but it's made for you to add other things to.
And like Jennifer shared hers on Friday, that would be a good video to go back and watch, just because it's very quick too. I find it.
Yeah.
And I watched a video this weekend, and the gal shared how when you're crafting, you relax.
You do.
Yeah.
Well, it's scientifically proven that crafting is good for your health.
Absolutely.
You're not thinking about all your problems.
Nope.
You're more like,
right.
Oh, do I want to put this film strip slanted or straight, or how do I want to do it?
And she brought up how when you're crafting, and I say this, you just lose time and you just go, and they said that's very healing.
Exactly. Oh, thank you, Diane.
Thanks, Diane.
Which this would work too. So what do you get? 8. So we do have these brown paper bags that are available, and you get 8 for $1.79. These are actually, we have made albums out of these.
Oh,
Katie, do we have some paper bag albums left?
I will go get them. Yep.
Katie's going to go check. We actually also sell paper bag albums already put together, and Katie went to see what we have for that. So these have the little gusset, but you know what? That makes a cute pocket, because you could still fold this in half, or however you want to fold it, and then you can also turn that into a little pocket. And then we memory bound also carries, oh, and you brought a sample. Yay.
Wasn't I supposed to bring a sample, or what did you
Well,
want?
do we have any for sale? Paper bag albums?
Oh,
Katie brought us a paper bag album that is actually, we're doing all kinds of things today, guys. So thanks for joining us. This is a paper bag album that Katie made quite a while ago. And this is actually has that little gusset there that she turned into a pocket. And this was a camping theme. And she made pockets. And there she go. Here she comes. So we have orange left?
that's only orange.
Oh my gosh. Well, this is fun.
Yeah.
So this is how
like
they
the
come. If you want to get one already put together and made, they come, they're stitched and they are steamed flat. And this one, I don't have to tell you, but this one is orange. I think you can see the color really well on this, which would be really fun for spring or Easter. And maybe we need to bring these back. It's $2.99.
Maybe it is time to bring
maybe it's
those
time
back.
Maybe
and
it's
put them
time
in
with all the junk things.
kit. Yeah. Or maybe Diane could do a gardening junk journal.
Yes, I bet she could. I bet she could.
Okay. I know she could.
So that was project number 1 that I did with this junk start. And then project number 2, I actually did something I haven't done for a while. I just bound it with a couple book rings. And I took the Winter Mint Color Vibe. And you know, we love Color Vibe here at Memory Bound. And this color is called Winter Mint because I thought it matched well with the photographer. It's a very popular color, isn't it, Katie?
It is. I really like it.
And
very versatile.
I basically just cut it in half. So I had 2 12x6 pieces for my covers. And then I scored it at 4 inches. I didn't want my book to be quite 12 inches long. So I scored it at 4. But instead of cutting it off on the front cover, I just folded it back and glued it down so it would make it a little stronger for the rings. And on the back cover, I'll show you that here, I turned it into a pocket. So on the back, I just put my score tape here and here, and then I just have few little tags. There's that camera, everybody.
These are amazing, Kelly. And I just like how
do you like them?
I do.
Okay.
You just go for it.
I do. All right. And it's got room for a lot of stuff. I could either use smaller rings or I could add a lot to it. So on the cover, this is everything. Everything on here is from the kit except for the Winter Mint paper. So I use that film strip, and that floral paper is in your kit. It's one of the papers from Photographer.
Is that the backing? The cover? The
back no, cover? It's actually a paper.
Okay.
We didn't really show you the paper in detail, but we can. And then here's one of the frames, and there's that sticker I showed you a little bit ago, that craft label sticker. And you could use that and write something on it or put a date if you wanted to. Thank you. All right. And then you open up the inside. It's just, this side is just a page, and I just tore some things and put them there.
People are saying yay to the paper bag journals.
Well, maybe we need to bring them back.
I will write that down.
Katie's making a note for us. So I'll just flip through this and you can kind of see it's just some different pages. I use that paper from Photographer, and oh my gosh. I think we've reordered it a couple times, so check it out because it goes with everything. If you're doing photos, it goes with it. And then I also picked up a sheet of paper, and Katie, I forgot to bring this, and it's not on the calendar. It's a Reminisce camera paper. I don't know if you can ring the bell or go get it. So this is something I did add in addition to the Winter Mint paper is this Reminisce paper, and I don't know what it's called.
It's probably in the camera section.
Yeah, I forgot this paper.
It's probably in the camera section.
It's a Reminisce camera. Diane's all over it. Okay, I got to show you this because thank you, Teresa, for inspiring me to use my tiny attacher because boom, it's stapled right there.
I need to put that on my desk.
You need to. I actually had lost mine, but I found it in one of these boxes. How many of you have boxes like this that are full of projects? And I had did a demo and I never unpacked it, and there it was. Found it last night.
Hey, I know we were looking into D rings. Are there any news on D rings?
Okay, I'll tell you about the D rings. No, we cannot get D rings. Okay. So I'm really sorry about that, everybody.
I know we looked into it.
The only D rings we can get are the ones that you use, like if you're making a belt, that you actually sew. They don't open.
Oh, you don't have a belt on.
Well, there's belts where you pull your belt and back through.
Yeah, gotcha.
You pull it and go back through or whatever.
Will we be reordering the mini blueprints travel
stamp? Yes, absolutely.
All right.
Katie's writing it down.
Mini blueprints travel.
Now this page is actually, oh, thank you, Diane. All right, so the paper that I used was the Reminisce Smile for the Camera. Don't you love that name? We took a lot of pictures yesterday when the kids were over. And so this kind of goes with everything also. And you're always like, smile, smile. Okay, and you know what's really hilarious, everyone? When you are taking the photo and you're telling somebody to smile, do you find yourself having a big grin?
Yeah.
Like you're smiling even though you're not in the picture? It's kind of crazy. But I did the same thing with this paper. I cut it straight across. So I had two 12x6 pieces, and then I trimmed them down. This one I folded over, but I still trimmed it down and I tore it. And this actually, I guess this is a pocket.
Ta-da!
So I could
What a nice
put this
surprise.
in here. This is all the further I got with that little accordion piece from Tim Holtz, but
you got to start.
It could go right in there.
People are loving this.
Oh, good. I'm glad you guys like it.
Yes.
Now the graph paper is kind of thin, so I folded it in half, so it's actually a double sheet, a little bit heavier. You could leave it the way if you wanted to, and just ripped it, and then ripped another little piece here from the photographer paper. And you know what?
What?
I didn't show washi tape in that kit, but I think it has washi tape in it. We'll have to check into that because I did use some washi tape.
I remember that discussion,
but I don't know.
Look into it.
So
I'll write
I'm
it on
sorry,
my
I
list.
don't know if it has washi tape. The one I opened does not have washi tape, so maybe it should have washi tape. So it does come with a roll of washi tape also. All right. Okay.
Janet shared that when she takes pictures of her little Lily, she has a cat toy and shakes it. So she's used to that. So she started to do that for people too.
For people,
Yeah,
shakes a cat toy.
I can see why
I do watch I was watching our son-in-law, and he was taking pictures of our grandsons, and he had a big grin on his face. So that's kind of what it reminded me of. All right, and then look at captured. That is on this sheet here. So you have lots of pieces here that you can use if you want to. And that's just a piece of the photographer paper, which is really heavy. It's kind of like the 49M market weight of paper, if you're familiar with that. But look at this, you guys.
What is that? A whole sheet of paper?
Yes, I trimmed it down a little bit. Here's the other Smile for the Camera paper from Reminisce. And then I took another, I really like that blue floral.
That's really pretty, isn't it?
And then here's the back cover with the winter mint, and the little smile is in your cut apart piece. And I just stuck some tags. And remember we said how you get these cards, the Tim Holtz journal cards, which have been discontinued, but now we think they're back. So you never know. Things come and go all the time, and then come and go and come back. So that is the second project that I made. So I made these two projects with the Junk Start. And like I said, I added the Smile for the Camera paper. But Diane brought us a lot of other camera papers. So should we show those, Katie?
Oh, absolutely, Kelly.
So first I'll show you what I used. So I used that, and we used the blueprint stamp, the travel blueprint stamp from Tim Holtz.
And we will be ordering the mini one.
Yep, and I used the memory stamp from Memory Bound. And you probably have other stamps you can use too. I couldn't help myself with this, you guys. How could you not use the sellotape? Oh my gosh, it's amazing. I don't say this very often, but if you don't have that and you like that look, then just buy yourself a package. You get 144 stickers. And
we've showed how you can cut them, and that the one die cut will cut smaller pieces. So there's just so many uses for it.
There is. And like, for example, here it is on the cover.
I really like that cover, Kelly.
So isn't that fun?
Yeah, it really is.
I don't know how I came up with it. I just did it. And then I used some stenciling. My goal was to stencil more this year. So I used these 3 stencils. And there's the wheel. See, they're kind of glary, so I'll move them over here. But I used the wheel on the cover, and these are the 3 that I actually have at home. So that's why I used them, Katie. It's a good reason.
You're very inspiring, Kelly, because now I
good.
feel like I need to order more stencils.
Katie, yes.
Yeah.
We do that to ourselves.
Gosh,
we really mean it when we say we show something and they're like, oh, we need that.
It's not even like joking.
The ink colors I used were Walnut Stain and Wild Honey. I thought the wild honey that just brought out some of that rust color in the paper. The
Edie
photographer
shared
paper.
that she says, Kelly, you are an amazing designer.
Oh, well,
and she
thank
loves
you.
this. She's already ordered the kit and started collecting her photos.
All right. Well, good. Well, that's what I need to do is put pictures in here. That will be my next step.
Yes.
To put pictures in there and things.
But also junk journals don't necessarily have to.
No.
You can just do this because it was fun and what you wanted
it was
to
just
do.
fun.
That, yeah. Or you can add photos. To me, you don't have to. Let's just move on.
Well, junk journaling we've talked about.
Yes.
Katie and I had a wonderful introduction to junk journaling for everyone. And I think our point is it can be anything.
Yeah.
It could just be artwork. It could just be just having fun, trying different things.
Or creating a paper bag book like you did and just sticking things on.
Exactly.
It doesn't have
exactly.
It's finished when you just are done working on it.
And I think I would do one maybe that's even just stenciling because you guys, I really had fun with the stencils because all I did was.
Kelly, that's such a good idea
totally
because you could do them
this,
on tags, you could do them on pieces of paper and just put them in there.
Yeah, like here's that wheel stencil.
Of all the stencils that you do have.
And I did bring my wild honey with me and now this is a darker paper, so I don't know how it will look, but let's find out, shall we?
We shall.
Let's just do it.
Kelly, did we show a through the lens photo paper? I wonder if it's over here.
We haven't shown it yet.
Okay. Is that on the photographer or is it one of your other?
So I just went ahead and put a little bit of that down. That was wild honey. And then let's put a little bit of the walnut
in the
stain.
camera section.
You need this back?
Please, thanks.
So then
we're just talking paper over here, Kelly. I'm sorry.
You guys just talk paper. Then I just put a little bit of the brown. I just mixed them together when I did it. And this is a darker paper, so it's going to be kind of subtle, which will be nice.
One thing I need to do is stop. I have to get out of my box because I was thinking when I saw, oh, that's nice.
Isn't that cool?
I thought, oh, you have to have the red, orange, yellow, green.
Of what?
Because it's like a color wheel.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I was
yeah.
there. I need to.
Well, and I'm doing something different that I didn't do, but let's just do it, you know. So this is actually, what was this one called? Speckled? Dot fade. This is dot fade. So I didn't plan on doing this. I really didn't plan on stenciling this page, but let's just do this over the top of it. And I'm using scorched timber now instead of walnut stain because it's a little darker. So I thought it might show up more. But I've just found,
that looks
isn't
good.
that just cool,
yes,
you guys?
it is.
Oh my gosh, I love it. And just, I mean, and I know some people use the foam, the little Tim Holtz foam blending things. I kind of like brushes for stenciling. I'll use whatever's sitting around, but I do like brushes. So you can see how just adding a little bit of stenciling added a lot to that page.
Mary says there's a woman on YouTube that calls these books glue books because you just glue into them.
Oh, yeah, you just slap stuff in and glue
Yeah.
it. I can't quite do that myself yet, but I'll get to that.
You will.
So I'm going to do some more
really like that.
stenciling on this after the video. Let me stick these back in here. But don't you think that just adds a lot?
It does.
Especially when you have plain cardstock. I think that just makes it cool.
I really like that.
Very cool. And I'd probably put a little bit on here too. Okay.
And you can doodle on it too.
You could. And I thought about that. I even got my pen out.
Did you?
So Diane brought us, since we're talking about the photographer junk start kit, Diane brought us some other paper over with cameras. Now there's the Mente photographer collection, which inspired this whole junk start kit. So check that out for sure. We showed you this one. It's called Smile for the Camera. It's black on white and white on black. You know, Katie, if you have senior photos or family pictures or anything, and this one I really like. I took this one home, but I just didn't use it.
You could cut those out.
Oh my gosh, yes. These are just fun. And the back is pink.
Which matches.
Yep, it does. So that's really fun. Oh yeah, what's this called? Capture This. And this is a crepe paper. So
Those
it's called Capture This.
cut out.
And then this is from Simple Stories called The Little Things. And they've got all those little flowers and it's got pretty colors with it. And some of the cameras even are patterned. They're not all black, but have the pattern. And then on the back, you have a nice contrasting black with white leaves. And this one's from Here, There, and Everywhere, which is a Cartabella.
It's a nice grid
And that must be the name of it. Oh, Making Memories. It's called Making Memories. Yeah, yes, I like that too,
Yeah.
Katie.
I just think of all those little cameras you can cut out and
Oh
do all
my
sorts of
gosh.
things with
It's
them.
really great. And the last one is from American Crafts. And
I
let's
love
see,
this.
it's called Favorite.
I will tell you something, Kelly. Those
Tell me.
those little rolls of camera film that you'd have
Yes,
to take.
these?
Yeah, that you took. I worked in the camera department at Drugtown.
Oh
And you
my
guys,
gosh,
and everyone,
Katie.
yes, would bring those and say, I need to develop these. And I would say, matte or glossy, double prints are free. Would you like that?
Absolutely.
That's what that reminds me
Okay,
of.
well, how many of you remember
Yes, the
taking your film in
rolls.
somewhere to get it developed and you had to wait?
Yes.
It used to be you had to wait maybe 5, 6 days, and then it got
Yes.
to be like a 2-day, which is really amazing.
Yes.
And
then 24 hours overnight. Oh
yeah,
my.
it's pretty cool, pretty cool. So that's the last camera, but we have a whole section in our themes called cameras because we know cameras are kind of important.
Nothing more scorned than a person that doesn't get their photos, the correct photos in their
Oh, I bet you've
envelopes.
experienced that, Katie.
Oh,
I bet you
yeah.
have.
I have, yeah, one is seared quite well in my mind. It wasn't a good thing.
It was seared in your mind?
Yes, but we did find her originals, and she did get them though.
Well, that's good.
Yes.
That's good. You know,
Bunny worked in photo finishing for 20 years.
20 years?
Bunny.
Oh, Bunny,
You have done
congratulations.
everything.
That is amazing. I'm doing this, but I'm not really planning to do this. But
No, I'm glad that you are.
Now that I saw
Yep.
this back cover, I feel like this looks kind of plain because stenciling is my thing this year. I'm going to stick that right
That was your
under there.
New Year's.
This is
craft
yeah. Actually, it was
resolution.
my New Year's resolution a couple years ago, but
You know, we get around to
I
them
didn't get around
eventually.
to it quite as much as I wanted to.
Oh,
Oh my gosh!
yeah, that makes a difference. I
Does
like
that make a
Kelly.
difference?
Yes, yes, it does.
And
I'm
sometimes
happy you did
you can
that.
go right over the stuff that you have on there.
People are sharing all sorts of stories about their film.
Developing
and
film.
Yep.
I'm going to have to take it out of the rings to do the other part that I want. So anyway, I like that. Do you guys like that little addition?
I think it's great, Kelly. I think it was a very good addition.
It was a good addition. I just was sitting here
Yes.
looking at that. All right. Well, Katie, I think
Yeah.
we're ready to flip the camera and
All right.
see if we have any questions at all.
All right. You're back on, Kelly.
We're
Now I
back
have
on.
to-
Oh, you know what? I'm not missing the tape from that.
Oh.
It rolled out of my package. So here, I got to put this. So that tape was there. So you do get the washi tape too, guys. So don't miss that. Okay, well, let's see. What do we have here to show? These are so thick, Katie, they don't stay on the
I
easel.
think those are good kits.
I think they're great kits.
Yes, they're fabulous kits. Wonderful.
So you have been at Memory Bound this morning on our daily morning video. We had a few little random new things that have come in. We went through our newest kit, which is the Jumpstart Photographer, inspired by the Minté Photographer Collection, because that's the paper that you get in the kit. We showed you all the good stuff you get. It's $21.99. It's online and available. We did some stenciling. Did I miss anything here, Katie?
Not that.
I've got a
No,
big,
it's just
you can't see it now, but there's a big pile of stuff here on the table.
Here, I'll just, this is the
You want to show it,
aftermath.
the aftermath?
I'm sure
Well,
it looks.
I started cleaning it up.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
started cleaning it up. So
That's not that bad at all,
like
Kelly.
we didn't show this. You know, we do have these owls.
Yep.
I have a hard time with that word.
I know.
1049 AWL.
Yeah.
You just say it's the AWL.
It's a pokey thing. It's a big pokey
It's a
thing.
big pokey thing.
Yeah.
If you want to do something like stitching some books together, like we did on this. So I showed you a couple projects that I made and told you about what we added with it. Remember, junk starts are a starter for you, but I think you could really make projects with just this package if you wanted to. I never counted the items in there, Katie. I don't know if you did, but there's a lot.
I have not, but it is quite good.
Okay, so
Quite good, I should say.
tomorrow, so today we are 49 a market order. We've been talking about it since I've been at the NAMTA trade show because we've got a new release, the Vicki Boutin, the Flower Shop, and the Rest and Revs 2.0 from Dennis, designers from 49 a market. We got to order it early. Unfortunately, our order didn't come early like it was expected to, but it's on a trailer right now and it's out on the road somewhere between, it's only 10 miles away.
I know. That's the thing. It's so close.
It's so close. So we're just waiting for a knock at the back door And tomorrow what we're going to do is we're going to take you through those 2 collections piece by piece and tell you all about them and show you what's here, which also includes a kit, an album kit that was designed by Vicki. And it's really amazing too.
Not to like any pressure, but if Vicki would jump in tomorrow and she could share stuff. I was just so impressed with the detail. She put the detail into her collection kit.
She really,
or her papers.
she thought a lot about it.
Yes.
She really did put a lot of thought into it. I'll try to remember some things. And we also have a video right here on Facebook. It's pinned to the top of our page if you want to watch Vicki, take a tour with Vicki of her new collection. So,
quick question.
All right, we love questions.
Do we have any Pokemon stuff? I'm going to have to ring the bell for that.
Well, we have to ring the bell. Yeah. I think we might.
We have a few things. I don't know if we have, I think we have, oh gosh. We might have some die cuts and we might have some paper, but I do know that it
might not be online. You might have to call us.
But yeah, why don't you, it might be the easiest to give it.
Diane, do we have any Pokemon things?
Excuse me.
Our 5-year-old grandson, he's totally into Pokemon.
It would be under the gaming stuff, Diane. That way, gaming. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. It could be in either place. We might not be able to find that quick enough for the video today.
Yeah, sorry about that.
But we'll have to take a look at it, and you can please give us a call also. We've had Pokemon, and there's some Pokemon Go that's on clearance right now. We rang it, but Diane came.
Thanks,
Chris is here today too. Chris, come over and say hi. Come right around here and say hi. Oh, Chris has got her memory bound shirt on too. Of
course I do.
So you'll have to.
Excuse me.
Oh, there I am.
You have to squat down.
So there's
Good
Chris.
morning.
Hey, Chris is back there working on getting your packages shipped out to you today. So
That's right.
And she's like, "Yep."
And
she'll
she'll probably have a few going out once we get that trailer in with the Vicki Bootins. So we'll ship out as fast as we can when that gets here. And come in and see it in person if you're local.
Oh,
we'd love for you to see it. Yes. And I have been very excited. I got to see it and I loved it.
And I love that you had Vicki share with us.
Oh, yes.
That was wonderful.
And you know, the Rust and Revs 2.0, I think you're going to like it even more than Rust and Revs. It wasn't called 1.0, but let's call it 1.0. Yeah. I think you're going to like it even better. So
very
I think, is that it, guys?
Let me look real quick here.
I mean, any more questions?
Do you have 2 junk journal kits today or just 1? We only had
We have one. We have the Junk Start Kit Photographer today.
Yes.
That's what we're launching today. We have, Diane, do we have any of our beginner Junk Start? Diane's going to look. It was hanging on the side. This is our second Junk Start Kit that we've launched, and Katie's working on one that you're going to love, putting together some things. And then we have, I think, 2 others in the works. We're just going to start getting them out there because they're kind of fun. And it's just something new, something different.
Oops, I'm sorry. Not to Tasha, we do not have any Pokemon things in stock at this time. We apologize about that.
Yeah.
Diane checked.
We'll have to get some ordered because that's, like I said, I've got a grandson that's like.
Steve has jumped on and he said he loves the 2.0.
It's really cool.
It's
there's vehicles. Okay, our Junk Start beginner kit is sold out. So that's okay.
2.0 has a little VW van on it.
It has more vehicles that are a little more modern, I think, and more vehicles.
Yes.
So, and Steve, we got your note, and Diane's got it, and she's going to pull everything for you when it gets here.
Yeah.
All right.
That was the longest goodbye sign off ever, but I think it's
we have to keep saying goodbye.
I know.
So we'll be back tomorrow with the new 49 in market release. We're going to show it all to you in detail so you can see it and see what you like. And also we have an album kit with that we'll be showing you tomorrow.
All right.
And it is available. The album kit's available for order, but it won't be going out till tomorrow. So thanks, everybody. Katie, thank you.
Thank you, Kellie.
Thank you, Janet, out there in cyber world in Texas.
In linking world.
And for our linking and drinking. And have yourselves a great day and a great week.
Yes. See you tomorrow.